Yo guys, it's Layton here and we are in Energy Incremental, and in this video I'm basically going to show you how to get every single rune, basically max your runes per second, get as many primordial runes, secret runes, whatever you want to call them, as fast as you can. And yeah, let's get into it. Also guys, before I start this video, I am hosting a 500 Robux giveaway in my Discord server, so join if you want to enter that. Alright guys, so starting off, as soon as you join the game, the first way that you're going to be able to boost your runes per second is by going over to the shop and by buying yourself the Game Pass bundle. You can buy them individually, but buying the Game Pass is the most value. MVP and VIP is going to boost your rune speed basically, and that's about it. But you also have the buy bulk, which is just going to boost it by maybe like 1.75, maybe more, and also give you 15 bulk if you max it out fully, which is basically just going to double your runes per second, which is quite nice. Along with that, once you are in Prestige 0, there is going to be a couple other things that you can do, and one of the main things is getting pumpkins around the map. So there is obviously this pumpkin here, along with the rest obviously in my pumpkin video. So that's basically all of them. They're going to give you like 3 times bulk, 2 times speed, yeah. But if you find them all around the map, obviously you can't find them all in Prestige 0, but you can like start collecting them. Along with that, there is game stats over here, which will boost your rune buff, rune luck, depending on like how many active players there are. Along with that, there is potions, which are pay to win, but I'll show you how to get more of them later on. And runes, but most importantly, and the way that we're going to focus on for now, is a game stats. So prestige over here will probably give you rune speed, rune buff to begin with. But the main thing that will unlock after that one, so after reaching prestige 1, you want to come over here to voltage. And once you get 5 voltage, you can unlock chips. So chips you get for standing on runes, and basically you can put chips back into chips, or you can buy rune upgrades. You can buy more bulk, more open speed, and more clone later on. Obviously that's just going to play a big part in it. Maybe like double your rune speed and add in a bit more bulk. So the rune speed is basically the main thing about this game. The more speed you have, the bigger the multiplier is going to be, whereas bulk isn't really playing much of a difference. The main thing you want to get is the rune speed rather than bulk. And then guys, after reaching prestige 2, which is basically going back over there and getting more boost from that, you unlock the power plant here. So you want to walk into this, and you might be overwhelmed by looking at mine, but basically you just get watts every second and you keep on expanding the tree. So before reaching, well, after reaching prestige 2, you obviously won't be able to afford everything around here, but I'll show you the main paths that you want to go for runes per second. So you want to head up here, and you want to get rune luck, rune speed, rune luck as well here, and rune bulk. Along with that, there is extra clone there. And then on the right side, there is auto open runes, stuff like auto opening the runes while offline. And there's cloning the runes and rune bulk there, and more auto open speed. Along with that, there is this secret button over here. I think you might need a primordial for it, but it gives you ×2 rune speed. And although I am flying through this, guys, if you do have any questions, just leave it in the comments and I'll answer it as soon as I can. But also, after you've reached prestige 3, you can come over here, so basically next to the power plant, and follow basically just 0 Bruce and Fab, just for the rune stuff. Whereas these two are stat stuff, not too important, but you can if you want the boost anyways. So this is only working once you are prestige 3. And Bruce gives 1.5 luck and Fab gives +2 rune bulk. It's better than nothing. It's only a little, but it is better than nothing. But then moving over to prestige 4, you come over here and then you come over to this tree. So you have to follow like basically this left path down here, and you unlock the tree, which you basically cut down for wood, and the health increases every level that you go up. So guys, once you have basically got on the tree, you want to mainly focus on upgrading your damage. So the highest level that you can go to with basically everything boosting it is 51 while one-shotting it. And you basically want to get up to as high as you can while one-shotting the tree. And this is because you will get as many potions as fast as possible. As if we read this, you have a 1 in 30 chance to get a random potion every time you cut down a tree. So the slower you cut a tree, the less potions you're going to get. I think if you do stay on the tree like for like a day, you get around 1,000 of each potion, which it might not be too worth it, but if you really want the potions, then that is definitely an option. After reaching prestige 5, you unlock a couple more things to do with the runes, than pretty much all the other prestiges have done so far, and this starts off with passives. So for passives, you basically just roll some things. Obviously, you can get it faster later on, as fast as I have. If you can barely hear it, it's going quite fast. But basically, there is a bunch of passives that you can get. It does only show Oracle on here, which is the highest one, but these are all secret and you do have a chance to get them. They are just really rare. So I'll put all the codes in the description. But basically, you can just use codes to get a super spin, which has 1000 times luck, and you are guaranteed at least a clockwork, which is the third best that's shown here. So basically, you're guaranteed something that's at least decent to begin with, and there is quite a couple codes that do give a super spin for that. So getting that boosts your, well, if you have prismatic, it's a 40 times boost, which is honestly insane. And then going back over to spawn over here, there is 2 more things that you can do. First of all, we'll talk about Rarity. So Rarity, you stand on this, you get clovers, as you can see, and there's upgrades here. There is an upgrade to unlock more rarities later on, but don't worry about that for now. So for now, I think the highest you can get is maybe Cataclysmic, I think, to begin with. And that gives 5 times rune speed, and then later on you get rune bulk and rune clone multipliers. Basically just becoming insane for your runes per second. And the next thing is in Champion Falls. And you might wonder, what are we doing in Champion Falls over here? Well, this is the secret stat. So the secret stat that we're going for is +5 rune bulk. As we can see, that is just going to be all the way over here. So if you climb this right hand wall and then walk over here, you can get Pathfinder just by standing on that button. So yeah, you just walk over there. It's just in a random weird location. That's just where you go and you get a little bit more bulk. Although the bulk is little, you just basically just stack it up and get as high as you can. And then you come over here once you are prestige 5 to do destruction, which is our next reset layer. But guys, before you do a destruction, you want to see if you are able to get a primordial. So primordials are basically the secret runes in this game. As you can see, you can't see them if you don't have them, but once you do get one, it shows up with primordial. You can get it whenever, it's just a really low chance and it will take a while. So you don't need any requirements, so you can get one straight away if you get lucky enough. But the way that you are able to get these is by going to your settings and turning off your rune luck, just like that. It just makes them way easier to get, as there's like bugs with the luck for it. And if you click on your profile, you will see primordial luck. This can be boosted by obviously the pumpkin hunt, which you get 1.5 primordial luck there 2 times, which is honestly an insane buff. And then along with that, there's the potion in the shop at the potion in the shop, like that. And then there's also runes later on. But basically, primordials have their own separate luck and they are really rare. The only way that you can get more without your primordial luck being changed is by just having a higher runes per second. Along with that, there's clone in the power plant, and that's basically just going to multiply the amount that you get. But basically, if you get some primordials before you do get a destruction, then it will speed it up. Honestly though, you don't need them, you can kind of speed through it. But once you do reach destruction 1, it resets all your primordials to 0, so you just need one of each really, if you can get any. And then once you do a destruction, you unlock ×2 rune bulk along with the rest of these buffs, but ×2 rune bulk is what we want. Along with this, the main thing that you want to be doing is coming over to the factory once you add destruction 1. And upgrades in here do unlock with each prestige, so there's only so far you can go each side. But as you progress through your prestiges with vaults, you basically just want to come this way for rune stuff and along the top row for rune stuff. So if you haven't noticed already, if you scroll up in your rune section, there is a global. So these global runes boost a lot. So main thing that they're going to be boosting is rune speed if you look right there. So rune speed, rune speed, rune speed, rune speed, and rune speed in basically the 5 rarest ones. Which honestly at 111 that is not that rare. If you just AFK the game for a bit, you can get it. Global runes, you get 1000 every 12 hours of playtime, so basically every 12 hours in your time played, you will get 1000 runes, which is really nice. Along with that, people can buy them, just like that, so they can buy up to 10,000 at once, and if you do buy 10,000, you basically just get guaranteed rare ones. if you buy them, that is, not if other people buy them, but if you buy them. And for these global runes, they only activate once you are in the factory, so you have to like go and unlock it yourself. So right here we have Origin, which is the first one. Then over here we have Immortal, which is the second rarest. Resonance, the third rarest. Nexus, the fourth rarest maybe. And then there's Astral over there. And then there's one more over here, which is Celestia. So basically you have to unlock them. It might take a while. Vaults is honestly the thing that takes the longest in progressing through the game, but it does speed up quite quickly. And while you're unlocking them, you might have unlocked leveling over here. So leveling, you just get XP over time basically, blah blah blah, it's boosted by runes, you know how it goes. But the main thing we're looking at here is the 10 times the rune speed from diamond. Well, once you're at diamond 3 it's 10 times. I don't know what it is before, it might take a while to get rune speed, but it does buff it in the end. And then the next thing is pretty much the last thing that's going to boost your runes per second, if I haven't missed anything. And that is by reaching prestige 6 and then coming over here to get magnets. So magnets are new currency, and they basically just spawn like randomly, and they can go into a magnetizer. So they spawn randomly, you can increase the spawn rate of them. So to get a lot of magnets to begin with, just AFK the game for a bit, to be honest. And then when you are collecting your magnets, every time you can afford the more magnets upgrade, go and do that upgrade. That's just because you're just going to get more magnets for each magnet you get. And then once you've basically maxed out or gotten close to getting quite a lot of more magnets, you can come over here to more event runes. This is basically where you will spend a week, not exaggerating, a week getting all of the rune buffs from this. So after getting enough magnets, you want to come over here, and this was basically the next two main runes. Obviously, as long as you're getting the primordials in these ones, which they do give some rune stuff. I don't know which one to do. Energy maybe? Yeah, energy gives some rune speed. Just make sure you're getting primordials in the other runes as well. But in these event runes, or right here, these do have separate runes per second, so it's not going to be 5 quintillion runes per second. It's not going to use any of these stats except from the primordial look. So the main thing that you're going to be going for from the runes for this is, in the 500,000, it's Sin Mark. Just because Sin Mark is going to give you primordial look, and then in the 1 million, it's Nexaura. This is because you want the primordial look to get the rarer ones easier. And along with this, you basically want to stand on this button to get the time rewards. So at the top, it's going to say how long you've opened the rune for. So I've opened it for enough time to basically get all of these buffs. So it's going to give luck, speed, bulk, times in speed, and then times in your primordial luck, which means you're going to get ones like Sin Mark to boost, like to get the last ones easier, which is going to boost your rune speed by a lot. So yeah, you can also get the auto open, which means obviously you don't need to be standing on the button. And the main ones is times 2 speed and times 2 bulk at the end, which is like a 4 times multiplier for your runes per second. And then coming over to the 1 million rune, you also pretty much get the same thing: luck, speed, bulk again, lots of speed and bulk. And then you get 3 times primordial luck from here, which times in everything together, I so far have a total of 891 primordial luck. I believe that is pretty much the closest you can get to max without a primordial potion or the rarest global in the game. But yeah, you basically just want to get all of those, getting all of these buffs. I am at 5 quintillion. I think if I got the rest of these, and if I don't know what else I'm missing, but if you get the rest of them, then you can easily make it onto pretty much as high as you can on the runes per second. Like, you basically reach as high as you can with the runes per second. But that's pretty much it in all the ways that you can boost your runes per second. Obviously, remember to turn your rune look off if you want to go for primordials. If not, then you want to just turn it on, and you will get these runes way faster. As you can see, these are increasing really fast. Then when I turn it off, the harder ones without it, just become way easier with the rune lock on, as long as they're not primordial. But anyways, join my Discord, enter the giveaway. I love you all, and like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. You know how it goes. And peace.